And he doesn't want him to get off to a big lead out there at second, so he steps off to look him back. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Well, you see there on the graphic, he records his first double of the year here on opening day. 1-0 on the way. 2-0 now. One out and a runner on second base. Now the 2-0. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. The 2-2. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
The 2-2 one more time. Stays alive here as this is foul off to the right. The 2-2 pitch on the way. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Yeah, you know, sometimes as a hitter, when you get into that cycle of fouling off pitch after pitch and trying to protect, you just feel like you have to swing at everything you see. And here, he knows that out on the mound, so he just keeps going farther and farther away from the strike zone until he finally gets a swing and miss.
Standing in now, Willie Bloomquist. Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He's ready now. The pitch hit hard but foul. Two out here and a runner at second. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a hard hit ball to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Oh, and he runs right through the stop sign. And they show a little life here as the lead shrinks to 6-2 now.
Well, we know this is a guy on the mound that doesn't like to waste a lot of pitches. He's coming right after his man on an 0-2 pitch. But this one's just a little bit more of a cement mixer. A lot of spin, but no action. So this is a good swing right here, and he's going to drive in a run with it.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Has a look, now the pitch. One good fastball deserves another as he jumps ahead 0-2 now.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
He waits, now the pitch. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Runner goes for second. Chopper foul. A runner on first with two away. Now a move over to first, just keeping him close. Another 1-2 delivery. And Jackson's not offering at that one, and it'll knock things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 home. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2 is that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
Get your water here.
3-2, here it comes. Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit.
Yeah, and you know, he just couldn't put him away here with 2 strikes. He goes to the fastball, hoping to get out of the inning, but this is hit pretty hard, and now he's got a second man on base to deal with, 2 away.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 home. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw will go to Ibar for the force, and that'll do it. Mariners forced to settle for 1. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Angels 6 and the Mariners 2. Albert Pujols will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
First baseman number 5, Albert Pujols.
And here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. One strike to Pujols. 1-1. Now the 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Here comes the 2-1. Out in front of the 2-1 as this is on the ground to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, he may, Matt, but I'm sure he's going to wait for word from the guys in the dugout. And as we see it again, man, I can't tell for sure if he indeed was out.
That's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Angels have elected to.
So here's one last look at the replay. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to rule the runner safe. And boy, I tell you what, I just don't see it here. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for him in this case.
And the review process appears to be coming to an end, so here comes the decision. And he is indeed out at first as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game. Cole Calhoun will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. First pitch coming. Now here's a bouncing ball sent back up the middle, and it's going to find its way into center, his second hit of the afternoon.
As a hitting coach, that's what you want your hitters to do. Hit the ball right back up the middle. You get into bad habits when you try to pull everything, but here just stays right on it and picks up a solid one-out single.
C.J. Cron will stand in again, but before he does, let's take you back to the second inning of the ballgame. Maybe the key blow so far, a grand slam that really got things started for him. First offering on the way, and he takes ball one. The 1-0 pitch. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
I'll say this, he wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Take it off. Let's get two.
Hitters count 2-0. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. A 2-1 offering. Now a ball hit back up the middle. Cano for one. On to Morrison, and it's in time. A double play, and the side is retired. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. To the bottom of the sixth we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Angels 6 and the Mariners 2. Nelson Cruz will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Now the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Now the pitch. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Now here's the pitch. This is sharply hit back up the middle, and the leadoff man is going to reach here. He's got a base hit.
Wow. You got the guy in the hole, 0-2. He's forced to protect the outer edges, but he doesn't have to worry about protecting against a pitch like this. Look where it is. That's a big mistake in location there, leading off an inning.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Let's get a hit. Come on.
From the stretch. And this is fouled back and out of play. He's set. Now the pitch. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Now another 0-2. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2.
Let's go one more time, baby.
The 0-2 once more. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.